first thing is to take a couple of days of rest. My wife and I have been on this trail for 2.5 years, and let me tell you, it's been a grind. First we had the battle with Chet in 2008. We really never were able to stop because we felt like he was going to be appointed by Obama to some administration position, so we kept our organization together. Then as we kept our organization together, we started seeing all these other Republicans that started to jump in, so we were forced, again, to really stay on the campaign trail. So for me and my wife, the first thing we want to do is maybe take a few days of rest and just recharge our batteries and then get ready for the real battle ahead, which, again, I'm very confident. I am so confident that I can finish what we started in 2008. And we know Chet Edwards is confident that I can too. We've heard talk, well, Chet's talked about so-and-so in the newspaper. That's one thing. You don't talk publicly about the guy you're worried about. You talk about the guy you're not worried about. Privately, you phone poll who you're worried about. And Chet Edwards did take phone polls throughout December where he was polling. It was a push poll. Chet was talking about, or his pollsters were talking about how wonderful he was and all the good things he's done for the district. But at the end of the poll, the question was, if the election were held today, would you vote for Republican Rob Curnock or Congressman Chet Edwards? That tells you who Chet's concerned about. He didn't mention any other Republicans. That's all he talked about. And we know because we had one of our key supporters and a couple others that had actually been taken and involved in that poll. So we know when you talk about publicly who you want, that means that's really not who you want. That's politics, and that's what you have to understand. So we know Chet's concerned about me because he didn't know what to do with me last year. I mean, here was the guy that had virtually no money, had no national party support, had no state party support, yet I was continuing to gain on him in his internal polling. So that's when he decided he had to go negative on me in late August of 2008. And his negative ads actually ended up backfiring because what they did was they gave me a lot of name ID, and it really was weak arguments about the fair tax and some other things, but that was the best he had. So we're absolutely confident. We've already kind of got a game strategy. We already know what we want to do about what he's going to do in November. We've already got it laid out. And every time he comes out and does what we know he's going to do, we've got a response already, and we're going to be, and it's actually going to be like jujitsu. We're going to use it against him. So we'll use his own campaign strategy against him, and it's going to be very effective. I am so confident about winning in November. Not to the point where we're just going to walk through, but we know we have the game plan. We know what we need to do. We've got the experience of going up against him. I'm the only guy that he's had all kinds of trouble with in the one debate we had because I know what I have the values in my heart and in my head. I don't have to look on a piece of paper and say, okay, this is what I believe in this week. So for me, it's like last time we went at him, we didn't have the tools, we didn't have the weapons. This time we will, and we will finish him off. There's no doubt in my mind. He needs to go. He doesn't represent this district anymore, and too many people are switching over.